Hi everybody, this is Debbie from Deb's Thing. I am trying really hard to get back into making my tutorials, and I started working on this. I actually showed Christy at, I hope I don't pronounce it right, Chidaro tea with the bling queen. Oh wow, say that 3 times fast. I was going to, in these colors, do it for her bling for breast cancer contest, but I didn't have time, and this is my second one that I tried because I messed up on the sides here. I also did it in this one, but I used the bands twice because, you know, they're limited edition and they're the pastels which I had to sort out, and I really like this color scheme, so I will probably do it again because this is how it should look, and some of them kind of went flat. I think it's because it lost the elasticity. And this design I'm calling Double Jubilee because it is based on this design right here, which is definitely one of my favorites. I have this as my with a real pretty frame with the flowers that actually are all these colors right here, the white, the purple, the yellow, and the green. And I have it as my Facebook page thingy at the top. And so it's basically the same except double. So I had to reconfigure the center a little bit. Let me see. Which one am I going to show? I'll probably show you this one, even though don't look at it too closely because it's kind of messy. Oh, before we get started, this side doesn't look too, you know, defining because I used the blue sweets bands in the middle, and it's not enough contrast, but I love the other side. I think that looks so pretty. And let's see, I did a couple of practice. This one shows up a little bit, the green, and then this one probably shows a little better, the blue. So let's get going. Oh yes, show you how to set up the loom. So the 4 in the middle go across and then drop down 1 on each side. Okay, and I am doing the, well, not the full length. I usually, this one here, I think I went up to 7 pins, and it's, I mean, it fits my, oops, sorry, my wrist perfectly. I'm going to have to redo this one because I'm very disappointed with the this white limited edition pearl. You can only reuse bands so many times, and then they just kind of go limp on you. Okay, but for this design, the color that we use for the connection and holding it up through here, yes, let me make sure I'm doing this. I'm going to be using white as color A. The color that goes up to the middle here, the lime green, I will be using the deep purple. The colors that loop here stick out, kind of like these. I really like these double, like the pearl, the white on the back. They really seem to hold up really nice. They make this beautiful arching bands. If you use regular bands, it kind of goes flat. So for that, this is going to be kind of a crazy color combo. I'm using, I can't remember the name, but it's kind of pink on the outside and kind of a bluey purple on the inside. And then you have the center bands. See the center? Oh. Wait a second here. I'm too close to myself and I reach out too far. Okay, see right there, the blues in the middle? With these colors right here, that'll be the D color. And I know I'm taking so long. I'm using this color, which my 11-year-old daughter Olivia picked out. I told her I wanted something to pop in the middle, something that kind of clashed, but not really clashed. I was thinking orange, but she's like, no, not orange. Orange is gross. So I'm using the pearl green with the white in the center. So when I finish it off, I like the double thickness here because of the thickness of the design. you know, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to go out just a little bit because it's such a thick bracelet. So to do that, I will be placing 2 bands, and only here, so that when I pull them through as the linking connection bands, it'll be double thickness. Oh, I have something to show you. I'm going to have to post this. Look what I found. Can you see it? Sorry about my hands. Yeah, it's one of my funky band finds. It looks like a cotter pin. I don't know how many of you know what a cotter pin is, but I was actually in the United States Air Force as a jet engine mechanic, and we used cotter pins when we had to do safety wiring to hold bolts in place so that they didn't rumble loose when the jet engines were roaring. My husband was like a top safety wire person. I did not like doing it. Okay, so I put 1 on each side and then 1 up at this angle to the 3rd pin. And this is going to be really pretty easy to do if I can focus. And then this is going to be the sequence all the way up each side. Okay, so you go A, B, and C. Oh, I can't concentrate. No, I've been complaining about that lately. A, B, and C. Okay, now let's do it on the other side. We've already got the A band down, so we'll do B and C. A. It's going to be kind of a stretch, so you kind of need stretchy bands, I guess, but it's just looping back to itself, and there's not a whole lot going on. So, you know, play around with maybe a short segment, you know, just if you're not sure of how the bands will hold up, and see how they do on a short little piece. And if you like it, then go for it. Okay, A, B, and C. So you're going to go all the way up and do that, and then you're also, I might as well show you now, you're going to just do this up the middle, up both centers. So you pretty much, when I get back, you should have your when it gets to this point, like as far as you want to go or to the end, just hold off, and if you got a couple of bands placed in kind of out of order for the end that I'm going to show you, it's no big deal. We'll just, you know, take them off and get them straight. But pretty much you can do the whole get the whole loom with bands on it, just like this. Okay, and hopefully I've given you enough footage so that if you aren't quite sure, you can go back and check. So I'm going to turn off the camera, turn on the TV, and finish placing these bands. It's real simple. 1, A, B, C, A, B, C, and then your B color up the 2 centers. Have fun. Welcome back, everybody. I think most of you probably caught on that my mistake. I had said that this was all the band placement, and of course we have to put the caps on. Before I go, check out these white bands. Can you see those right there compared to like the you know, kind of a little bit on the small side, not much, but just a little bit. Anyhow, just makes them a little tighter. See how they affect the design here once we're done. Okay. Because of the way the pins go, if you've gone as far as you could, it should look like this, and y'all may have put on the band here, these on pins, bars 2 and 5. you can remove those, and we are going to do this first. We'll do 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to be closing it up with the A colored bands because that's what we're using for the cap. Okay, pay attention here. And then we do A here, a B here, and A here, and then because I'm just going to cap it off now so I don't forget. I'm just going to double this, put it over one, and stretch it. It just gives a nice thicker little, let me get this twisted. It just looks a little nicer than the single when you have a big, heavy duty thick bracelet. And for those who are watching and you're waiting for me to do a 3-bar design, I'm working on it. I'm probably going to do the Glimmer of Hope bracelet next. I think, is that 5? Let me see, it's right here. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked. Yeah. This is what my original design looked like, and I saw the hearts right here. So I changed the colors of the little bands that make the heart shape and made Glimmer of Hope. So I will show you how to do that, hopefully in my next tutorial. Okay. Now, it doesn't really matter if which way your loom is facing you, but on all these double in the middle here, we are going to double here and stretch it across like that, and push it down a little bit so you have room to put the bands on top. So you're just going to do that all the way. Let's turn it around so I don't confuse you. From the second in, not here, but here, all the way to the one before the cap. So I'm going to go off camera and do that because I think, y'all know how to do this pretty well. Just double it. And then if you're using thick, heavy bands like that, you definitely want to use your hook to stretch it out unless you have super strong fingertips. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the caps, double caps on. Well, not double caps, but you know what I'm talking about. I say double caps, I'm just saying, I mean this like double bands, like 2 bands, twist in half as opposed to the single band doubled over. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to confuse anybody. A little side rabbit trail here. I'm going to suggest something to Rainbow Loom. They came out with that Luminator or whatever, those boards that I guess you can clip together to make tapestries and big projects. But I think those are fixed position pins. And for those of us who like to do wide bracelets and have various configurations, I was thinking like 3 of these wide, but instead of 3 pins on each side, or 3 places for the this to go on, have 4 on each side because doing this is I'm sorry. I'm thinking of having 3 of these, like together, and instead of having 1, 2, 3, have 4 on each side, because I think all of you guys know this is so unstable, and especially when you get into putting bands that are really tight, like these pearl bands. You can see how close these are together compared to back here, where there's, oops, no tension. I'm completely way too close. Sorry. Let's back up a little. See, these are normal distance, and then they get really, really close. They're almost touching in the middle here. It's okay. I mean, it'll work, but it just as you're looping everything, sometimes the bars want to start falling off. And I don't think those new panels are going to work for this kind of looming. Okay, now to start the process. You reach in, take this A band right here, put it here, and then we're going to take the B bands, and this is really simple. start with this one and go towards the middle. And the reason I do it this way is because I really, really like the pattern it makes. And I've tried the other way, doing, you know, this one here first and then this one, and it just doesn't make the cool pattern. So this is what we need to do. Okay, and so starting out, we have to now do this one, and then we're going to take the C-band, and you get real careful with these because I think of how it depends on how nicely you place these will determine how neat, if you wear it on this side, these will look. And then we reach all the way in here and get a color band. And this is what it looks like on this side. Give it a little tug if it needs help. Now remember, you're going to start on this one to go to the center. Remember, we were on the outward bar going towards the center. So on this side, we're going to do the mirror image so that it looks the same on both sides. And then we're going to do this one, and then carefully take this one out and lace it as neatly and in order as you can. And then reach here and gently stretch the A-band up there. So there's a little stretch on the A-bands. So I don't know, I haven't practiced with some of the more rigid bands. I've just stuck to traditional bands for that. And none have broken so far. Okay, so this is going to be the sequence all the way up. Take the B-band, go towards the center, take the B-band, go towards the outer part, reach in and grab the C-band, and place it there, and then take the A-band. Four moves. And you can just go up one side and then go down the other, usually when you get a rhythm, and you know, instead of going back and forth, time-wise, it's kind of like the production line. You're doing less movement, so your time is more efficient. Okay, so you're going to keep doing that all the way, and let me show you on this one. I sure hope I'm going to do that again just in case I'm off screen. So out to in, then in to out, reach in, grab the C color band, and ease it out if you have to so it doesn't overstretch. And then gently take that up there. So the outward B-band towards the center, and the center B-band outward. Did I say C or B? That was a B. And then take the C-band, nice and carefully out there, and then a there. Okay, I'll do one more on this side, and then I'll do it on this side just in case I accidentally was off camera, because it's above my head and it's really hard to look up and look down at the same time. I haven't figured out a way to do that yet. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll do it one more time on this side. 1. I don't know how I'm going to like these colors together, but you know what? Just got to give it a shot sometimes. I know I should probably do a little practice, just like 5 sections, and see how it looks. Oh, off camera. Okay, I will do it one more time. I just saw that I was at the bottom of the screen there. Okay, we're nice and center. I know you guys must love me. I get my segments of my videos mixed up. I have to put go here, go there. I'm off camera half the time. Off screen rather. I'm just one professional loomer here. No. I just do what I can, I guess. I'm glad you all still love me. Okay, so that's pretty much it. You're just going to go all the way up, and you'll probably figure out how to finish it off, but if not, just, you know, wait here at the end until I come back on camera, ha ha ha, and I will show you how to finish it off. And I think taking it off the loom, you want to do carefully too, so as to not mess up the way these little, I don't know what you call them, lacy type looking bands, how they look and how they lay out afterwards. Alright, see you in a few. Okay everybody, time to finish her up. I stopped by doing step 3 of bringing the C-band here, and so we are going to take the last A-band on each side. This is really hard. I'm teetering on the end. See, the end of my table is just off screen. And so now we are going to do the last B-bands. Yeah, I don't know about you, but you can see in the center here how close here is. It wants to do that. I think if there was a nice big base right here about like this, it would just stabilize it, and then we could use all these other little pieces, you know, for the ends on this side and the other side. But it's kind of hard. But it will not deter me from doing a design I want to do. Okay, so now we are going to take the A-band on each side to the center. And I've got to figure out, let's see. Okay, oops, I forgot to clue it. I will be using a thicker clip here, the bigger ones, because I'm doing double thickness. So, am I on screen? Yes, I am. Okay, so I'm reaching in and grabbing those bands. Should grab both of them, so I've got 2 here. And I'm just going to use my finger to keep them. Let's see. Is that them right here? I guess it is. Okay. And then I'm going to put them both on the hook and keep them on the hook. And then I'm going to so now that that's secure, taking it off. Now if any of you guys find a better way to take it off, let me know. But the best I can think of doing is gently releasing and placing these, because the whole key to this design is how these stand or make their little, I don't know the words, my words aren't coming. I'll make these kind of, you know, uniform and that pretty effect that makes. So just gently popping each of these off. I sure hope this one comes out as it should, as this design that I envisioned in my head. And if you want, take these extra ones off. Oh, so then it's easier to access. Okay. As you see, we're working, so there's only working to the point where they're only on the 2 pins in the center where those caps are. Caps that are stretched across 2 pins. Okay, now the big reveal. So I've just slowly work it off so you can get your fingers under there and pop that cap off, because it's, especially if you use on bands like these pearl bands with the 2 colors, they're really, really tight, and you know, if you try to pull it off too much, you just overstretch the design, and we don't want that. Okay, let's just hope it turns out like I want it to. I'll be so mad. I'll have a hissy fit right here, right on camera. Oh my, I like it. I like it a lot, and they all came out perfect. So that's how it looks on this side. Like that. See how pretty? Or let's see this side. Oh man, this is wild and crazy. I love it. And so this one will look like this. Although I do see there'll be a little teeny bit of messing around with the sides to make it, you know, pulling all these to make sure they're not twisted and getting them all pretty, but that's this side. Let's see. Still got a little shock from being pulled off, so that's that side. And this side. So if you like my, see, like this one right here was a little off balanced, so I fixed that. If you like my double Jubilee, let me know, and if you want to see more, be alerted of when I get around to making another tutorial. Be sure to subscribe to Deb's Thing, and of course I am on Instagram at Deb's Thing. You can see my postings there. Thank you so much for watching, and I feel like I'm on a roll, and I might go do another bracelet right after this so I can get more designs out to you. Thank you so much for watching.